Hello, my dear students. Welcome to one of our English lessons for this year. I am your English teacher, Mrs. Rabab Hilal from Redam Private School. Today we will talk about present perfect. And you know that this tense is one of the most important tenses that you have to know well, okay? We will talk in this part. I will divide it into many parts. The first part, which will be discussed today, it's about its formation or form, negative and question. Okay. The first thing that we will talk about is the formation. Present perfect tense consists of has or have plus PP. And PP is the past participle. PP, past participle. P for past and P for participle. Okay, what do we mean by past participle, or what is past participle? Past participle is the third form of the verb. You know that we have the present simple or the present form, I mean the first form. We have past participle or the second form, and we have past participle, which is PP. Okay, it's the third form of the verb. Each verb has three forms. And we have one example here for the irregular verbs. It's watch, watch. Okay, so the present form is watch. Okay, the second form or the past simple is watched. You have to notice that we add ed to the verb, the infinitive form of the verb watch. We add ed to mean that it's past. Okay, and past participle also ed. If you find the past simple or the second form of the verb ended with ed, so the past participle will be the same. Okay, no change. We call this type of verbs regular verb. Regular verb. The regular verbs are the verbs which ended with ed in the past simple and the past participle, the second form and the third form. And we have one example for irregular verbs. It's speak. Speak. Concentrate on the spelling. Speak, okay? The second form is spoke. Look at the spelling. It's a different spelling, okay? S-P-E-A-K, S-P-O-K-E, okay? And the past participle is spoken. Spoken. We call this type of verbs irregular verb. Irregular verb is the verb which doesn't end with ed in the past simple or past participle. It has different form. They can be different. I mean the first form, second form, third form, or they can be the same, or they can be the first and the third like each other. Okay? Now we have to know when we should use has and when we should use have. We have 7 subject pronouns. I, you, we, and they. These 4 subject pronouns come with have. Very good. So I have to say I have, you have, we have, or they have. We have some examples. I have eaten an apple. Here we have, have after I, and then eaten is the PP or past participle of, or the third form of eat. Very good. Another example, we have met our teacher. We have met our teacher. When I say we, so we have to use have, not has, okay? So we have met. Met is the past participle of meet. Excellent. The students have cleaned their class. The students have cleaned their class. The students plural, okay? So we can replace the students with they. Very good. We can say they have cleaned their class. What about has? We have he, she, and it. These 3 subject pronouns should be followed by has. So we have I, you, we, they for have, and he, she, it for has. Very good. And the examples, number 1, He has played. He has played. Played is the past participle of the verb play, and it's a regular verb because it's ended with ed, okay? You can say he has played football, he has played in the garden, whatever. You can complete the sentence as you like. She has made a cake. She has made a cake. Okay, has followed by the past participle of the verb make, which is made. Make, made, made. Okay? And the last one, Judy. Judy has washed her dress. Judy has washed her dress. Judy is singular. Okay? So it followed by has, and then the past participle of the verb wash, which is washed. The cat has drunk milk. Drunk is the past participle of the verb drink. So the cat has drunk. We use drunk because we use has. Okay? The cat has drunk milk. Okay, the second part in our lesson today is the negative. Negative means a نفي. When we use I, you, we, they, we should use haven't. Okay? In affirmative form, we use have. In the negative form, we use haven't. It's have plus not. Plus not. So I haven't. Okay? And after haven't, of course, we should use past participle. Very good. Which is the third form of the verb. I have one example here. You haven't finished your work. You haven't finished your work. You haven't finished your work. Haven't followed by finished. 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 It's the past participle of the verb finish. And he, she, and it should followed by what? Very good. Hasn't. Yes. He, she, and it should followed by hasn't. After hasn't, oh yeah, very good. Past participle. The examples. She hasn't been to Muscat yet. She hasn't been to Muscat. Okay? Omar hasn't called me. Omar hasn't called me. Okay? The third part of our lesson today and the last part is the question. How can we make a question in the present perfect? We have two types of question. The first one is WH questions. And we use these type of question to ask for information. You have to use question word. The question word like what, where, why, how many, how much, when, which, who, okay? When we wanted to make a question in the present perfect, we should use the question word. After the question word, we should use have or has. Am I free to use one of them? No. It depends on the subject or the subject pronoun. If the subject should be used with have or with has, okay? After the subject or subject pronoun, we should use the very good past participle. It's an example. Where is the question word. Have, why we should use have? Because the subject pronoun is you. Where have you been? Where have you been? When is the question word. Has. Why has? Because of Salma. Salma has. So when has Salma bought her new car? Okay. The second type is yes or no question. Yes or no, we call it yes or no question because the answer is yes or no. And it's always followed by, started by what? Yes, very good. The helping verb. And the helping verb related to a certain tense. Our tense have, has or have. So we have to start with has or have. And then we have to use the subject or subject pronoun. And then we have to put the past participle of the verb. Here we have an example, has. I started the question with has. So the subject will be one of the, singular subject or subject to pronoun he, she, or it. I used Ali. Has Ali. So past participle is traveled. This is the past participle. Has Ali traveled? And I complete the question to Egypt. Has Ali traveled to Egypt? Has Ali traveled to Egypt? The second one, have you visited your grandma? Have you visited your grandma? Okay. I hope you understand the lesson. And now we will have some simple exercise. Choose the correct option. This is number 1. My friend Yusuf left his school. You have to choose has, is, or have. Okay? My friend Yusuf left his school. Has, is, have. The second one, I have my homework. I have my homework. I have my homework. I have do my homework. I have done my homework, or I have did my homework. Number 3, it's a question. You have to start the question with has, did, or have. Your friends called you. And number 4, Ahmed and Muhammad been to Russia. Have, has, or are. The last one, how many apples the child eaten? How many apples the child eaten? Did, have, or has. Let's look at number 1. My friend Yusuf. My friend Yusuf, singular or plural? Singular معناها مفرد و plural جمع. Very good, it's a singular. So here it should followed by has or is, no have. We shouldn't use have here, okay? So has or is. The verb is left. Left is past participle. Past participle, okay? So in this case, the answer is has. Excellent. So my friend Yusuf has left his school. The second one, I have my homework. I said in the beginning, when we talk about the formation, have or has should followed by the past participle of the verb, PP. So the past participle do, done, or did. Very good, done. So I have done my homework, okay? And here we have a question. Your friends called you. When I say your friends, look at the S. It means it's a plural. So we shouldn't use has, okay? No has here. We can use did or we can use have. It depends on the verb. Did should followed by infinitive form of the verb. So this verb should be call, not called, if I wanted to use did. So did your friends call you without ed, okay? But because we have the past participle, we should use have. Very good. Ahmed and Muhammad. Ahmed and Muhammad. 2 persons. So it's a plural, okay? Ahmed and Muhammad been to Russia. Been to Russia. Have, has, or are. Which one shouldn't be used or mustn't be used? Has. Very good, because has with singular and we have plural. So are or have. Are never followed by been. So have been. So Ahmed and Muhammad have been to Russia. Okay? The last one. How many apples? How many apples the child eaten? We have apples and we have the child. Apples is plural. Child singular. Which one we have to concentrate? This one or this one? Very good. This one. Because apples is related to the question word. We call how many apples. This one is the question word. كل دي أداة استفهام. Okay? How many apples? The child is the subject, which is singular. What is the plural of a child? Very good. Children. So how many apples is the child eating? Did, have, or has? The answer is has. Very good, my dear students. You're so smart. I hope you get benefit from this lesson today. Inshallah, we will complete the other parts of the present perfect. We will talk about its usage and the important words which are related to this tense, inshallah, in the next time. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.